Chairs are fun to do, and that's exactly what I'm doing, is another chair to add to my chair list, my repertoire of chairs, things I put my butt in that are either cushy, uncomfortable, poorly made, or what have you. Now, I've come across a couple chairs during doing these, and I like it. It's kind of my quest to find the perfect chair for my side. I don't think this one's going to be my perfect chair because I'm still holding out for one in particular, but I want to take a look at this. Now, all I've done is really seen pictures. It's still in the box right out there. You can't see it, but I'll pull it in a minute. I don't have any formulated opinions of it because it's not quite put together yet, but I can look at pictures of it and kind of tell you what I think I'm going to expect from it. The armrests look like they might be adjustable on some sort of bearing type thing, but I'm not really sure yet. It does look a lot more cushier and padded than the Merax chair I've been rocking for over a year, but it doesn't quite look like it has the comfort standards that I expect from the Gambius chair, which I just motioned to, but I pulled out of the office so I could build this chair. I'll show you either clips of those chairs or compare them side by side at the end and tell you what I think about it. So hopefully I can help you make an informed decision because this falls in my realm of its budget. We don't really know much about this company. Let's see if it's something good. Blue's not really my color. That's okay. The first thing we have here is our lumbar pellets. First thing I pulled out appears to be elasticy bands. Kind of squishy, not quite so memory foamy as I would have liked, but it's got some squish to it. Headrest pillow. Doesn't really have too much going for it either. It's just regular pillow. Not really memory foamy, doesn't really contour, just sort of is what it is. This is one of the armrests, and it appears that you'll be able to maneuver it, manipulate it, which is great because that should hopefully give you that height to lower. But we'll find out as we go through that. Second armrest. Ooh, got good and dented up in there. I don't know if you can see that very well. What the hell was that? I don't know what that is, but that came off of something. Set it aside for now. I'll probably need it. This is our back. That looks pretty nice. Looks like it was crammed into a box weird. I don't like that, and that makes me feel nervous, but for the most part, it looks pretty good. We'll take a better look at this in detail as we go. I'm not gonna open this one right now, but this is gonna be our hydraulic lift, I'm sure, with our caster wheels and probably all the legs. Now the legs are supposed to do something pretty cool, so we'll get to hopefully see that in a minute. As long as I'm able to assemble this thing well. So far I don't see instructions. They might be in that box. Well, look at that. That came pre-assembled. Here's our butt cushion, and what you might notice is a little different. While this kind of has that appearance and that allure of, let me turn where the light is, gaming chair, it doesn't have the typical, what you're used to, bucket seat sides, which make this pretty interesting because it should be super comfortable for you ankle sitters out there. I've had people ask me, what's an ankle sitter? Perfect. I actually didn't really know how to describe it other than the people that sit on their ankle. Thought it was a pretty self-explanatory thing. Oh no, here's this. This is what I was talking about. So for a reason unknown to me, that hopefully we'll find out doing this video, you can fold these up. And I don't know what benefit that has. Like if you need to move your chair out of your way and fold it up, but it's still got the whole bulky rest of the chair. I don't know, it's interesting that they come with this, but I guess it's neat. We'll find out if there's a special reason for that. That'll do it for the box. There's nothing else in there. Okay, so real quick, let's go over what came in the box. Our butt rest with a leg rest attachment. Our back of the chair, our retractable legs for the wheels, adjustable arm rests, our lumbar support pillow and our headrest pillow, and our box of goodies that probably includes our hydraulic lift, tilt tension, and wheels. Let's go ahead and open this up, take a look at it. IKEA tools, the gas lift, this. Oh, don't let this be the one thing that brings this chair down. This doesn't appear to have a rock tension on it so that you can loosen it to actually rock it. I wonder if the chair won't actually be able to do that. That would be a shame. Let's hope that's not the case. I don't know yet. I've never actually really seen one like this, but I don't see where you have a tension release. We'll see if it's able to do that. It's definitely not gonna be my perfect chair if it can't do that. Wheels. What was I gonna say? Do you feel like you're looking down on me? Alright, well let's start putting it together. We'll see what it looks like when it's done, and hopefully it'll just make the mark. I don't know though. We'll find out. I smiled because people say I don't smile enough. I do want to stop and look at this real quick. I only have 3 of these, but I should need 4. But according to the instructions, I should have only needed 3. There's only 3 holes here. It says the kit only comes with 3, which are these. Sorry about all the paper crinkling. But the problem is that that's not very cohesive with the design. I think that if it's going to be 4, it needs to be 4. If they change something or they need to update the kit that it comes with so people can at least figure that out. Because that was confusing to be like, is this not the right piece that I'm supposed to use here? Because you clearly need 4, but I couldn't, there wasn't a 4th one to use. Alright, so before we go too far, I want to walk around this chair and look at a few things that I noticed while I was putting it together. The cushioning just below this appears to have been completely moved out of the way, so I don't know if there's any recovery from that. This is the first frayed frustration I noticed. This shouldn't happen on a finished product. You shouldn't see something like that, but it didn't just stop there. So right here we have it on the armrest too. It just looks like the whole of the stitching has just started to come undone. A lot of time to try to make something look nice, but it just maybe fell short of some quality assurance issues. Now I'm 6'1", and this is at its max height. I'm still clearly on the ground with a lot of like leg and knee room. That might not be particularly great for someone that's taller as well. So it was actually a little shorter than I thought it would be, because usually in a nicer chair like this, I'd be able to be at max height and have my legs, you know, almost off the ground a little bit at 6'1". And it doesn't have a lot of range, because as I just lowered it all the way, it's about the same. There's really no difference here. So one of the most appealing features might actually be this leg rest, but it's not super insane itself. I just put a little bit of pressure on it and I feel like the chair is about to tip forward on me. That kind of gives you your rocking, I guess, a little bit. Some of the construction, despite the fact that I put it in really tight, just feels like I need to keep going back and tightening it some more. Sort of a letdown. This is definitely not going to be the chair for me, but for, what is it, I think $119, it's not terrible. If you're somebody that needs to sit on your ankle, this is a good chair for sitting on your ankle, where most typical bucket style seats will prevent you from doing that with a bar that just kind of hurts. This doesn't happen here. So we have plenty of room down here. Now this doesn't come out very far, just like the Achilles didn't really come out very far. It's enough to kind of maybe prop your leg up on and rest, but that's about it. And you just fold it down and slide it away when you're done. And I find that it doesn't actually get in the way at all. In fact, it's kind of a nice cushion for the back of the calf to just sort of rest there on. Alright, so where I thought that these might be something that were adjustable, they are in a way, but it's limited. It's not like I was hoping where this would be able to like lift up on this bearing and adjust. I don't know why I thought that. It's probably silly, but that's really all you do with them. You can't bring them up any higher. You can't pull them out anymore. But that's pretty much that. If it goes all the way down, it's pretty much down until you pull this back up. Now maybe this one's a little petty, but I have a problem with it. This pillow, if I wanted a pillow rest for my shoulders, that's great. Otherwise, you gotta pull it up, and it'll always slide right back down like that. So that's not super awesome. I was kind of hoping that would be a little higher. I could take it off and put it around this part probably and have it higher, but I don't know. Just not tall enough for me. So these were our two levers on the side, and they're very simple. It's the gas lift to bring the chair down, or the unlock, and it'll stay up in the unlock position, and you can send the back or forward and adjust it. Now it won't give you good tension support. If you lean back and decide to sit up, it usually just stays in place. So you'll have to pull it back either with the armrest or grab the back of the chair. And once you find something comfortable, you can lock it into place. Look, I hate to be that guy that says I don't love this chair, but I'm not sure I'm in love with this chair. I think it's missing some key features that I prefer, but maybe it works for some people, especially for the price. If you're looking for something with a leg rest, maybe that's okay. If you're not gonna miss the fact that it doesn't rock, if you're not gonna miss the fact that there's no tilt tension, you'll probably be all right. It doesn't feel like it can sustain a whole amount of weight. I'm about 201 pounds. When I sit in this chair, I can feel the gas lift drop just a little bit, which is probably some of the prevention reason of why it feels so short to me. It is comfortable in the fact that it's not a bucket seat, so if you're somebody that doesn't want a bucket seat but wants something with that allure and that style, that might work for you. The padding does feel pretty comfortable. It's a little thicker than the Merax chair, not quite as thick as the Gambia's chair, but at the same time it feels kind of cheap and that it might wear out in time. Elecwish, I'm sorry that it maybe wasn't what you were expecting, but I really was kind of hoping for a little bit more from this and it wasn't here. I think there's some definite potential in it if you were to change a few things about it and maybe just pack it a little bit better too, so people don't get frayed stitching out of the box and people don't have to deal with things like destroyed cushion that may or may not come back in time. Anyways guys, I hope it was helpful to somebody. If you've been looking at this chair, have a great day, night, whatever it is. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Oh, and get subscribed. Get subscribed. Maybe next time I'll have something a little better from them to look at, because I would definitely hope that they could take this and improve on it and be even better.